Hey there, welcome to a short demo series for the Lost Freight carrier profile getting set up. We're going to go through each section on the carrier dashboard and create a profile for you. So this is the finished result. Um, you'll see here that this is a completed profile. We've got a bunch of capacity, we've got some equipment, we've got contacts in here, we've got our general info, our description, and our general contact info. And then beyond that, we have all the stuff that gets pulled in automatically, which is your safer info, your name, what sort of operation you are, a DBA if you have one, that sort of stuff. Um, just generally, before we get started here, I'm going to keep this brief. If you are a for hire carrier, primarily in truckload, and you've got a couple trucks, odds are you're working with a bunch of brokers. Odds are you're either posting your trucks on a load board, talking, fielding calls that way, or you're working directly with brokerage reps that you know and maybe you're friends with and you've worked with for years. However you're booking your trucks, you're frequently communicating your capacity to the people you work with, right? And as a broker for about 5 years, or excuse me, as a carrier sales rep for about 5 years, I booked tens of thousands of loads with hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of carriers. I've talked, to thousands and thousands of carriers over my time. Um, the ones I tended to work with, the ones that I found it easiest to work with in hindsight, looking back, were the ones who frequently and efficiently communicated their available capacity to me, where we have trucks, where we want to send them, on what day, and that's it, right? It can take the form of an email list or truck list with, where they BCC, hundreds of people and send multiple of them a day anytime they cover trucks. It could be GChat, just frequently asking what you have, yada yada. The intention behind your profile here is to make that super, super simple and basically just get rid of all the kind of old school ways of doing it that each have their own problem, right? So really the meat and potatoes of the profile here, and we'll get into that. The longest video is going to be the capacity section because that's really the meat and potatoes. This is what you're going to keep up to date. This is what replaces your truck list. Send a profile link to each broker you work with, each shipper you work with, and you say, hey, if you want to know what trucks I have, when I have them, where they want to go, all you need to do is go to this link on any device, could be your phone, could be your computer, whatever, and you're going to have a real time, real updating, live updating, no refreshing, yada yada, however you want to say it, board where you're going to be able to see all the trucks I have, where I want to send them, on what day. So I'll just quickly show you here the real-time aspect of this. So imagine I'm a broker. I'm looking at the FMCSA's truck list. Maybe they're a carrier of mine that I work with frequently. I can come here and I can see everything they have, and I can just keep this page open all day and watch them refresh the board. Each time it changes, it'll flash, and you'll notice the values change, right? So Miami to Elkhorn becomes Elkhorn to Miami, and maybe we want to send him to Dallas now, and the date's going to be the January 1st or January 2nd, right? So this is all going to change in real time. This is going to get rid of your truck list. This is going to make it way easier to work with you. And the key, especially these days when freight's slow, the key is to be as easy to work with as possible. So send this profile to all your reps, everyone you work with. Say, hey, if you want to work with me, if you want my trucks, here's where you need to go. I'll keep this up to date, and you're going to have everything you need to work with me right here. So stay tuned. I go through each section, like I said. Appreciate you hopping on. My name is Reed. My partner's name is Jake. We've built this entirely ourselves, and we really, really, really genuinely want carrier feedback. So please, if you use this, don't hesitate to reach out. I'm probably going to reach out to you anyway. Yeah, so stay tuned for the rest of the video, and appreciate your time.